Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. In our last episode, I think, we built this hydrogen generator. It's been a couple days since I played. We built this hydrogen capture room here and built these generators here, but we realized I realized the hydrogen is just too hot and it doesn't cool off as fast as I hoped it would. So this is overheating and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. I suppose I could put maybe some ice in here or something, but that's only going to last for a short while, and then they have to keep coming in. So we're going to have to wait, I think, until I can deal with this in another way. Actually, a way that might work is just to pump something, a liquid or a gas, through this room using radiant pipes, and then pump it through the base to bring the heat into the base, and then that will take some of the heat away from here. But I don't even know if that's going to work. With this getting up to 500 degrees or 500 degrees when it comes out, and this cracking at 125. So we're just gonna maybe leave this go for now, and then move on to the next thing, which is going to be the cool steam vent, followed quickly, hopefully, by the natural gas geyser. And I see they are digging still down here. They need to dig out this pool, but I got enough of it that I can start working on this cool steam vent. So what I want to do here is actually something suggested in the comments by Tommy. Thank you for this suggestion. This is a really good suggestion for early game way to handle this room, or this cool steam vent. Igneous. This cool steam vent without having a lot of investing a lot into it at this point. The good thing about the vents are they'll continue producing their product forever. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 high here. Oh, look, there's some meat here too. Nice. And then I can do a ladder going up so they can walk across the top here. We do a ladder coming down the other side. They can come back down the other side. And you notice I put mesh tiles in here. That's so that the water that comes out of the steam, when it condenses, it can dribble down the sides here. And then what I want to do down here is actually continue down and put in another door. There's space for another door. And then down here we can do another kind of a trap room. I don't know how deep to make it though. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. Maybe we'll just go right there. That should be okay. And then I just can seal this off. Come down 2 more. We'll dig across. And then I can bring this down here. Okay, so they'll build that. That'll take a little while. Yeah, gas pump's broken, we know. And that's fine. It's only 10 kilograms. That's fine in a day. Oh, nice. I didn't even think about that being there. They're still digging this out? Slowly. They found a better job to do. Less messy. Less cold. We'll let them dig around the outside and build the ladders and such. I need to make sure they're not going to eat that heat. Or that meat, by the way. Heat, yeah. Don't eat the meat. Lettuce, let's not eat the lettuce either. Mush fry is good. Lice loaf is good. Mushroom, don't eat the mushrooms either. Fried mushrooms are good. Omelets are good. Muck root's good. Mush bars good. Nutrient bars are good. Meal lice do not eat. Perfect. Oh, there's more over here. The vitamin chews, immunoboosters, curative tablets, and allergy meds. Those we can all eat to our heart's content. That's fine. Not worried about it. Yeah, there's a raw mushroom here. Fungal spore. Or mushroom seed, I should say. Fungal spore. So we can actually start doing a mushroom plantation too. I think they require a lot of heat though. Dust cap. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, 5 to 35. That's not too bad. But if we farm them, they require slime to grow in. And they require carbon dioxide atmosphere. And darkness. Darkness is not a problem. Alright, so this is gonna... so the idea here is that... Oh, something's dribbling down the outside here. Oh, the ice is melting above there. Mop that, I suppose. It's freezing again right here. And it's freezing as soon as it hits down here, which is kind of funny. But that's fine. It's just the heat from the gases outputting here, maybe the heat from the transformer as well, is melting this ice just a little bit. I could potentially seal that off. I could even put a little lip here, and then it wouldn't fall down there. It would kind of pool up here. Could even put a lip there, and then it would pool up in there, and I could mop it up every once in a while. And then they'll put that clean water into here, or cleanish water at least, and it won't hurt. Oh, look. No germs over here, and these are getting fewer and fewer. That's nice. I think they're freezing. Oh no, that's actually 20-some degrees. That's not bad. Okay, so they're digging away at this. That's good. Then we'll dig out the inside, and then we can free up the... they're going to let the vent come loose. It's dormant right now, so this isn't going to do a whole lot of good right away. But the concept here, as kind of hinted at by Tommy in the comments, is let the cool steam vent erupt up here, and then have a... Maybe I should have dug this deeper. Yes, I definitely should have made this deeper. Shoot. Have a floor here. Take those out. I might have done this backward. Have a floor here where the dupes can... At least maybe some ladders or something where the dupes can come across. But have the water drip down through these mesh tiles, or as it condenses. And then put some tempshift plates in here made out of ice. I don't know if we have tempshift plates or not yet. We do not. So let's actually do the research for tempshift plates. They're in atmosphere, I think. Gases. Let's see. That's drywall. That's not what I want. At least I think they're in the category. I guess I could just use the search. Ah, here it is. It's here with the fire pole, which will be fun to build too at some point. So what the temp shift plates do is they accelerate or buffer heat dispersal based on the construction material used. If we make these out of ice, of which we have a ton of ice, liquefiable, well, we have more than a ton. We have 16.2 tons, plus the polluted ice tons. This will be a better use of it than doing this weird heat method, actually. Actually put the ice in here as temp shift plates and let the steam melt the temp shift plates into water because they're made out of ice. So they'll just melt and they'll just disappear. And I actually used this trick when I in my last series I did on Twitch, where my base was getting kind of warm and I was bringing in there's some water down here. Doggone it! Now that these aren't off gassing anymore. This isn't off gassing anymore. I kind of used this trick before to cool down the area where I was bringing in some water that might have been a little too warm for the base. Then I didn't... yeah, I think we can just do it like this. And then I'll just delete those. They're already flagged for delete. They're just not flagged visibly. When they break into here, we'll get them out. Don't worry about it. Or I won't worry about it. You all don't worry about it either. Let's go ahead and take these out now. And then we can put the ladders in wherever we might need them. Maybe like that even. And then down here they can build a pump. And we can actually pump that water out into the base once it's cooled down. And I think that might... and then later we can actually sort of harvest the water coming, or the steam coming out of the vent here, as opposed to kind of just cheating it out with ice a little bit. Okay, we'll clean up this whole thing here. It's still cold, and this puffed prince is still puffing away over here. Those guys are a pain in the neck to capture and ranch. Speaking of which, I haven't noticed any... Speaking of ranching, that is. I haven't noticed any Drecos yet. And I like to ranch Drecos. Did I miss them earlier? Did we not find any? What's going on? There may not be any. We have to wait until we happen to get a random delivery at the printing pod for those. Not sure. Please don't get yourself stuck in these areas again. Like, don't get your heads stuck. That would be good. That would be really good. Wish we're getting a little bit more gold amalgam, too. That's nice. Future Boy's building inside the wall that he's in. He's going to get himself stuck again. Nope. It ejected him. Okay, good. Ontario Gardener. Got a hypothermia. And somebody's stressed out. A lot of people are stressed out. Why are they so stressed? Is it the cold? Holding the breath? Hungry? Well, go eat. We have like 168,000 calories in edibles. I guess it's not all food, but... chilly surroundings. Yeah, well, it's cold. You're going to get stressed out. It's okay. Go ahead and... We may need to set up the massage room, actually. That might not be a bad idea to work on while we're working on everything else here. Let's do that. Tempshift plates. Nice. And we also got the fire pole. Extra nice. Okay. Fire poles are fun. So, let's see here. I think we can use this room as well, half of this room or part of this room as a massage room. So, what I usually do for the massage rooms is medicine, maybe? Massage table. I'll do one space away from the wall. I'll do 2 spaces in between. And then I'll build a wall there. And this will actually be enough for 2 massage rooms, I think. There. Almost. It'll be good enough for a second one. Not quite perfect, but there'll be 1 space in between instead of 2. But that's okay. You can go there. And then you can go there. And then once that gets built, we can build up there. We need some power here. How are we doing on power with this circuit, by the way? Yeah. Not great. We're going to need more circuits pretty soon. Yeah, this one's got a lot of potential load, but now it's less because of the pump there being broken. And this one being dead. But yeah, we're definitely have to get some more circuits built. How are we doing on heat inside the base, by the way? Still just heat down here. Look how hot this room is. And this heat from this room is getting just pumped into the base in these 2 spots. Which is nice. Really nice. One of the things we could potentially do is take this pipe that's bringing this warm air up and actually go like this way with it. And then maybe even come back along this way with it with radiant pipes on both of those directions. And then, because we could output it still there, and then output, and then continue this way as well. Or at least one of these ways, and then end there with it, with radiant pipe. And that would warm up this stuff so we didn't have to use the space heaters. So that might be a good idea to build, to expand upon. We have radiant pipe. It just takes the raw metal, so we could use basically whatever. We could even use aluminum. High thermal conductivity, which I think is okay. Let's find a splotch of aluminum here. 20.5 DTUs per meter seconds per degree Celsius. 20.5, and then things like copper, which I think there's some here, is only 4.5. So it transfers more heat per unit of distance and time. Distance times time. Yeah, so this is thermal conductivity has to do with heat transfer, whereas specific heat has to do with heat retention. So it's like 4 times higher for aluminum than, or actually almost 5 times higher for aluminum than copper. Iron, we could find some iron perhaps. There's some over here or something, maybe. Here's some. Iron is about the similar, a little bit lower than copper. And then gold amalgam is much lower. So actually, those heat, if I'm understanding the physics correctly, which if you understand physics better than I do, by all means, chime in. But if I'm understanding the physics correctly, I actually want to make those pipes out of aluminum because they will transfer the heat faster out of the air into the surrounding, out of the air in the pipe into the surrounding area around the around the pipe. Okay, let's take a look at this. Ooh, a Dreklet. Speaking of Drekos, there's a Dreklet. So, in order to do this, we need to build this soon. Actually, now that I've done this, I don't want to do this. I want to take this out and move this over by one more. No, let's actually not do it that way even. Nope, that can stay. Oh shoot, that's a bad spot. No, let's leave it alone. Forget it. So we took that Dreklet. It'll be fine for now. They eat mealwood or balm lilies or pinch of pepper nuts. I'll be making them eat mealwood. Because, let's do this here. A normal Dreco, or when it grows into a full-grown Dreco, you can shear it to harvest its fur to make cloth, basically. Like it's like wool, basically. But then there's the glossy Dreco, and they are spawned, or their eggs are laid when the Drecos eat a lot of mealwood, when their diet's primarily mealwood. So the more we feed a Dreklet mealwood, the more likely it is to lay, or Dreco, I should say, not the Dreklet. They don't lay eggs. Once we feed the Dreco mealwood, it'll actually lay glossy Dreklet eggs, and then the glossy Dreklets will grow into glossy Drecos, and then they will, when we shear them, instead of them shearing to make wool, basically, or whatever it's called, whatever the fiber is called, they give off plastic, which is really useful because you don't have to extrude the plastic out of petroleum and stuff. So maybe we'll make a Dreco farm down here or something. I'll look into that and set that up fairly soon before this little guy dies from starvation, unless it can make its way up here and eat this mealwood that I'm trying to feed my people. Okay, so let's see how this room's done. They're just about done with that part, so let's go ahead and dig into here and put a couple ladders in so they can jump up there. We can also do a full sweep here of the inside of this. I'm assuming they can reach these from the ladders. If not, we can always drop another ladder in there. And how is this going? Good, they dug down. Now they're just digging out. Let's do maybe some ladders across here above the water line so that it makes Sydney's life a bit easier, so she doesn't get hypothermia. Sydney is appreciated. That's good. Okay. That'll take them a little bit of time to work on that. I'm actually hesitant to get them started on this one down here, because then they'll just be flip-flop between the two tasks as opposed to working on one before the other. And this other geyser here is dormant anyways, so it's kind of a who cares situation. It's weird how the hydrogen vent that has this shape is called a vent. The saltwater geyser that has this shape is called a geyser. This is also vaguely the shape, and it's called a vent. But this one is called a natural gas geyser, even though it has the vent shape. Kind of a weird situation. I don't know. Okay, so let's go. The good thing is the gas coming out of here is only 150 degrees Celsius, so we won't have this problem down there. Okay, so we are building a massage room. Good, it's already done. So when they get too stressed out, they'll actually just show up here and get a massage. There's a threshold here where they will start getting a massage when they get to 50% stress, and they will stop getting a massage when it's down to 0. Speaking of stress, though, we should set up some furniture here and here. And for now, I'll go ahead and put 2 of them in the middle as well. Eventually there's like a 2x2 or 2x3 sculpting block. It's like a marble block that I'll put in here instead. But we'll go with these for now because it's worth a little bit more than two of them added together. Okay, quit leaving food laying on the ground. Oh, I think this is full. It is. Almost full. Go ahead and take that up. Build another one. How are we doing here? Okay, we can probably... No, we need to kick this sweep in gear. Let's do a couple of manual airlocks here and here. This is still dormant. I don't know for how long it's dormant, but we might as well just go ahead and dig this out, actually. And then I can set this to analyze, and Lana will come in here and analyze it once they dig it out. While we're waiting, we can also put a liquid pump down here. Boom. Probably an insulated liquid pipe made out of igneous, please, not granite. Go there, and then a power wire can go here. I'm just bringing them to the edge. They don't need to be brought all the way out just yet and connected up to anything. I just need them here so that I don't have to get in here later and deal with it. And there's some polluted oxygen trapped in here. Maybe we should do some deodorizers in this area so that polluted oxygen comes out. We can clean it before it gets up here. Should be good. Mop again. That'll be fine. What do we have there? Oh, salt. Nice. Did they ever put salt on these tables? No. Maybe I need to kick this up to do that? No, I don't think so. Well, maybe. I know we must have salt. There's some rot piles here. Ugh. Okay, why am I not remembering where rot piles go? I could have sworn they went into the compost pile. But I guess not. So this has done its job. It's warm. It's just now got to melt all that ice. And see, there are pacu and there are gulpfish down here because the gulpfish are happier at colder waters, I think. Or they lay eggs depending on what temperature the water is. And they're overcrowded and glum, but that's fine. Oh, we need to cook those pacu fillet. Do the cooked fish. That's +3. Maybe I don't want to do that yet. Did I turn off the pacu fillet here? I did not. Okay. But I would like for them to store the pacu fillet. If they can. Let's do some ladders across here. Because then they'll reach down and shoot at that polluted dirt and pick it up, and the pacu fillets and pick it up, as opposed to it... as opposed to running around in the polluted water itself. Good job, Lana. Ooh. We're not producing enough oxygen. What's weird is these are at max pressure. Unless there is lower pressure down here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to split off from here into there. And I'm going to split off from here into there. And then we'll do a couple more vents down here. And the advantage to this is going to be that it'll increase the pressure down here as well as the pressure up here. See, this is at 2,000 already, and it's probably extended up this way mostly. Down here, though, we're only at like 1,500. So, and then it'll push some of the carbon dioxide down too. It says 600 kilograms of salt. So there's salt around. Consumable ore, I think is where it's at. There's 5.2 tons of salt harvested around. Besides that big chunk right there, that's 750 kilograms. Oh, I know what it is. That's why they're not doing it. It's here. Salt to table salt. That's why. What else is salt used for? Does it tell me? Other than making it molten. That's funny. Well, let's make... I don't think I want to do it forever, but let's do like 20 of them. That'll use 2 tons of that salt. Make it into table salt, and then they'll put it on the tables. I forgot a step. I may download the mod that disables this long commutes notification too. Hello, how are you today? I am good, thank you. Sweep it up. Let's actually just open this door. That way they don't have to keep opening it every time they go through. Because for now, they don't really need to go through it all the time. You can take these out too. Okay, I know toggle's high on... There it goes. So Cosmin's doing it. Okay, I know... Lana's got to finish researching this or studying this before analyzing. That's what that word is. Before we can figure out what it will... what it's... There we go. Now we can see the progress bar. She's getting close. About 2/3, 3/4. She might get it done this cycle. Alright, so Sydney is punching the machine, making salt. And then once we get the table salt from the salt, then someone will dump it onto the tables, and they will eat it. Which is handy. I think, yeah, it goes into the miscellaneous category, which is auto-selected for everything, so that's good. Good job, Kelsey. Make this other gas vent. So now we should be getting... there's some pipes missing still. That one there. That one there. And the way the sort of fluid mechanics work in this game, even, I mean, gases are fluids, it won't go down this pipe until this is completed. Same thing with this one. It's not going in here because the pipe behind that's not completed. There we go. And it's done. And what this will do is, like we talked about before, it'll do every other bubble will go out this vent, and every other bubble will come up this way until this vent is full, or yeah, until it can't output anymore, and then they'll just keep going up. And the same thing happens here. Every other one goes out here. So by the time he gets down here, potentially only 1 in... Well, 1 in 2, 1 in 4, 1 in 8, like 1 in 16 comes out here. But it's fine. Because once these fill up, they'll all start passing by, and then who cares? But look, now these guys are cranking out a lot more oxygen, or constant oxygen, because we're draining it faster into those other 2 vents that we added. And look, now there's some of the oxygen is creeping. You can see it kind of pushing its way down below those tiles, those airflow tiles. Ah, they cleaned that all out. Excellent. Building this, sweeping this, deconstructing that. Can they reach this stuff? Errands? No, they cannot. Okay, we'll step down on a ladder here. It's fine. And it's the end of the day. Okay, let's go faster. So there's some polluted ice here, which is fine. We'll eventually probably do something similar with the polluted ice that we're talking about doing with the regular ice here. And man, I wish they wouldn't have spilled or whatever they did with the water here to dump water into the polluted water pool. Because now what happens is the polluted water is no longer the topmost fluid, the topmost liquid. There's clean water on top of every single one. Let's do this view here with gas, or with liquid, sorry, liquid. There's clean water on top of every block, so the polluted water can no longer off-gas polluted oxygen, which means no more free oxygen. And there's not an easy way to clean that up. You have to like pump it out and filter it, and then you have to do something with polluted water because it's full of germs, or the clean water because it's full of germs now from being with the polluted water. So it's not really worth it. So our days of having off-gassing polluted water are over. Unfortunately. And I should really probably move the composting outside the base. But the problem is there's so much here. Oh, I guess I could do a sweep order on all this. Why no? Oh, because there's no storage available for polluted. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe we could move this out here and actually even do 2 of them. And then have a storage container here for polluted dirt, rot pile. I think that's it. Organic. Polluted dirt and rot pile. Yeah. Out here. Just make the toxic mess out here, and we could even do a couple of these like that. Let's do like maybe every other one. You can go there then, and you can go here, like that kind of thing. Okay, this got done. They just need to finish building this. Let's go ahead and auto-close that door. I don't want you to get trapped in there, though, Goofy. Ugh. I knew it. I knew he was going to do that. Those guys are so erratic. Okay, we can auto-close that door. Wait for him to come out. So when is this going to kick on? About 20 cycles. Okay. Wasn't that about the time we had on this? How many cycles ago now? Yeah. Now we're down to 7.6. So we need to sweep all this junk out too. Do a sweep order in here. That way they'll get rid of that. Ah, here we go. Organic. Rot pile, polluted dirt. And then they'll build these, and we can deconstruct this one. And all that, then they'll just have to carry that polluted dirt out. Future Boy got hypothermia. So we have 5.3 tons of aluminum. This would give us 100 more kilograms. So it's not much, but we still don't really need another duplicant. I mean, I guess we could use a doctor. A doctor who also is a machinist. Am I ready to take on? I think we could take on another dupe. We could use the doctor. Let me see who I want to name this this one as. Let's see. I think we'll go with... Let me make sure I get the name, the spelling, or the wording right here. Sorry, I'm pulling up my list here, and I guess I could have had it open, but I wasn't expecting to take another duplicant, but just a minor threat. Okay, so we now have Doctor, just a minor threat. Skills, let's see, we can also look at other people's skills here. Sydney could take another one, she only has 7. Even we'll give her this one here, probably. Phasing could take another one. And then just a minor threat, of course, needs medicine. And we'll give him the medicine compounding. Hat. I don't think I'm going to go any higher on any of those, though, just yet. And Ontario Gardener especially is right at the threshold. So we definitely don't want to give him another point just yet. Okay, so priorities. This is the one that I can't... Doctoring. There it is. We'll give just a minor threat. Top priority on that. Did we give... Yeah, we gave... Phasium was the last one we brought in. He's got full-on decorating. Alright, an 11th duplicant. Oh good, you got out of there. Now stay out. So puffed are interesting. They breathe in polluted oxygen, chlorine, or oxygen. And depending on which one they breathe in, they excrete slime, bleachstone, or oxalate. So if they breathe in polluted oxygen, they excrete slime, chlorine, bleachstone, oxygen, oxalate. The puffs have a bunch of varieties too, and depending on which ones they spend time in, they'll lay eggs that match that gas. Just kind of like how the pacu and gulpfish vary depending on what type of liquid they're living in, or temperature maybe. And we talked about the Drecos we need to still deal with, have the similar thing. And even the hatches have a similar thing. So like the sage hatch, the sage eggs come from the eating of one specific mineral that I'm not remembering which one it is. I actually played at one point feeding them only that just so that they could eat all, or they could be all sage hatches just for fun. But they don't give you anything different, so there's not really a point other than the different colors. How are we doing down here, everyone? What are you going down there for? Oh, of course, you're not going to hop across here to build those things. You're going to be goofy. Uh-huh. And now you're breathing in polluted oxygen. Perfect. Okay, good. Yep, shake it off. There you go. But don't go down. Alright, so this one is basically done. We're just waiting for this to be reactivated. So I guess we could start building this next room around this in anticipation of having this going. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the inside. It's probably enough. And those come down like this. And then they can build that. And I'll let them build that off of the episode, because it's about time to wrap it up. So in this episode, we built this room to tame or to capture some of the heat from the cool steam vent. And of course, we're going to put in some temp shift plates in here so that we can melt the ice and make more water using the ice. And then, of course, capturing the water itself that comes out of the cool steam vent and being able to pump that into our base as another source of clean water. And then we also finish moving our compost heap out here. We decided that we're going to let this kind of go to the wayside for now with the hydrogen generator because of the heat. And we brought in a new dupe and a new Drecklet. And I think next time... Oh, we built a massage room, too. Fancy stuff. So I think next time we might build a ranch for the Drecos. Because once this one grows up, it's gonna start laying eggs, and then we'll actually have a place of Drecos. So maybe we'll build that like down here somewhere. And then after that, hopefully we'll get this done, and we can actually start harvesting some of this natural gas and build a natural gas power plant. So basically to be similar to this hydrogen one up here. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.